Okay, so the bread is done now. This is the next day. I let mine cool overnight, but you don't need to let it go that long. I would say you do want to take it out of the pan fairly quickly after it's done. My bread maker does have a warming feature that goes for I think like a half an hour or so, but if you leave it in the pan, it can build up moisture, so you want to get it out of the pan as quick as possible once it's finished. Be very careful when you go into the bread machine to pull that pan out. It's extremely hot, so make sure that your hands are protected. You're going to take it out and you're going to let it cool completely. I would say for a minimum of 3 hours. That's really important to give the bread integrity so that it doesn't fall apart when you slice into it. So as you can see, when it comes out, it'll have this hole in the bottom here. That's from where the paddle mixes all the dough together, and this is the bottom crust here. So I think that a lot of people, when they do this, they just start slicing, you know, these huge slices like this, and they're like, this doesn't this is weird, these are gigantic slices. So what I do is I just cut this long ways straight down to turn it into 2 loaves. And you'll want to have a sharp bread knife if possible. Okay, and then something that I do is I'm working with a small cutting board here is I put it inside of a cookie sheet so that it'll catch all the crumbs from when I'm slicing, and then I can just throw that away. So I have 2 loaves here. I'll set one here and one over here. And then I do always very thinly cut off this bottom crust and discard that because it can be really hard on the bottom. I think that might be another thing that people run into that they don't like about using a bread maker. I've heard of a lot of people that make their dough in the machine and then transfer the dough to the oven to bake it. But I just let it do everything inside, and this is working out well for us. So then I just go ahead and slice this and do the same for the next loaf. I'm going to slice this quickly just so you can see. I'm going to mute the camera so that you don't have to listen to all that noise, and then I'll let you know how I store it.